Hey, if you've clicked on this video, you're most likely trying to figure out why so many people are flocking to Middle Georgia. Well, good news for you. I'm gonna give you the top 10 reasons. Coming from somebody that's lived here since 2020, since I got out of the military, as well as my in-laws, they've been here in the local area for 72 years. So we kind of know how the game is played here in Middle Georgia. Who comes here, why they live here, the benefits, the amenities, everything in between. But there's something that the locals really aren't liking. People are absolutely flooding here at the gates because of a few reasons why I'm going to share with you in this video. So stay tuned. Can't wait to share them with you. And also, if you don't know who I am and we haven't had the honor of meeting one another, my name is Luke. I run a residential real estate team here in the Middle Georgia area, and I would love to be able to serve you and your family. So if you have any questions about real estate, just shoot me a text message, 478-888-7808. I love to be able to get on a call with you and really just help walk you through what it looks like to be able to buy in 2025. And number one on the list is affordability. I can't make these numbers up. The average home price is $252,000 here in the local Middle Georgia area. And when you go north to Atlanta, the exact same home, and I'm just talking square footage of the property, I'm not even talking about land because you really can't get land in most places in Atlanta. You're looking at either $400,000 to $600,000 range, right? 252 to 400,000 to 600,000, and that's not even including the land that you can get down here, as well as property taxes being some of the lowest here in the nation, as well as the big one, cost of living being 7% lower than the average in the United States. Pretty wild. Next on the list has to be job opportunities. You can't really move somewhere if you can't get a job. And Robins Air Force Base has over 25,000 civilian employees, and that's only skyrocketing month after month. There's so much innovation. There's so many new wings. There's so many new opportunities coming to Robins, not only on the GS scale, which you can find jobs at usajobs.gov, but also on what's called the NH scale. You can make some serious coin in NH. And in the description of this video below, I'm going to leave you a link. I'm going to give you two websites where you can search and find job opportunities if you're looking to move here. So after the video, go and check that out. And I can't close out of the job opportunities section without mentioning Perry. So Perry is just south of Warner Robins, and there's going to be over 500 new job opportunities with different industries that are happening over in the Perry area, and that city is beginning to explode. So if you want to be able to build some equity, if you want to be able to have long-lasting work, Perry is a little secret city that a lot of people sleep on. Because if you buy land, if you buy a home in Perry and you wait a few years, I promise you, your equity is going to go up faster than anywhere else than you can find. And number three on the list has to be family-friendly living. Now, Warner Robins is ranked 25 on the safest cities here in the state of Georgia. I know 25 might sound pretty high, but there's a lot of cities here in the state of Georgia. And then you look at the surrounding cities like Centerville, Byron, Bonaire, Kathleen, Perry, Elko. Those only get safer as well. You spread out just a little bit. And the nice thing is, the reason why I say family-friendly is because when you go places, you will make new friends. It doesn't matter where you travel. People still say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, hold the door open for you. Now, for all the people that watch this channel and live here, yes, you can find the worst of things when you're in a specific area, but I promise you, compared to other places in the United States, this is one of the safest, most friendliest places I personally have ever been in my entire life after I've traveled to pretty much every major city here in the United States. This ain't that bad. I love it here. That's why I live here. Number four on the list, my favorite, it's proximities to major cities and travel destinations. So we were only 90 minutes away from Atlanta. You just hop on I-75 and go north, bam, hour and 21 minutes, you're at the airport. And if you'd like to go to that dreadful city and be in downtown where there's so much traffic, you just drive a little bit further and you're there, right? Or bypass that all and you go about 2.5 hours north. You're in LJ, you're in Blue Ridge, you're in some beautiful country where you can rent a cabin for a few days and just get away from it all. Also, 2.5 hours to the west, you have Savannah, Georgia. And if you just hop on I-75 South, you can go down to Florida and find some beautiful beaches. Reason number five, it is a growing community. So Warner Robins and Perry specifically are ones that are blowing up out of proportion. And you have more community, you have more events, you have more sporting events, you have more just governmental things that are happening. And what I mean by governmental things is I mean different programs, different local events, different things that you can enroll your children in, and even you yourself in. There's so many adult activities in Warner Robins alone that you can sign up for like clubs and after work activities, whether it's volleyball, softball, right, basketball, pottery painting. There are so many different things, and community is a huge thing here. Reason number 6, quality of life. It's still pretty slow here. There is more traffic, especially if you're driving on Watson or Russell when people get off of work from the base. But it's still a slow, peaceful area, if you ask me, in my opinion. And also, when it comes to the quality of life, when it comes to restaurants and the amenities and healthcare and all the different activities, it's really one of those places that, in my opinion, is one of the perfect places to be able to raise a family. Not a whole lot of nightlife, not a whole lot of partying going on, not a whole lot of that sort of thing. So in my opinion, it's what I love, and I assume that you would love it too. Number 7 on the list, let's talk a little bit about taxes. If you're over the age of 65, Georgia exempts a lot of the taxes for those in that age bracket. So a lot of people, they think Florida, I think hurricane, you think Georgia, you think tax savings. Number 8 on the list is military-friendly environment. In Warner Robins, about 30% of the people that you find are actual veterans. Because of Robins Air Force Base, a lot of people retire, stay at Robins, and a lot of people, veterans, end up moving over to the local area just due to work opportunity. So if you're a veteran and you're looking for an area that really does love veterans as well, it's not a bad area to live, and you're also going to find a lot of people that are also veterans just like yourself. And me, I'm one too. If you'd like to be friends, shoot me a text. Number 9 on the list, outdoor activities. There's so much to do out here. Growing pickleball community, so many golf courses, lots of places to walk, plenty of parks, disc golf like crazy. There's so many things to be able to do. And that's probably one of my favorite things, because I'm just one of those people that don't like getting stuck in the house all day. I like to go out and actually do things. And it's not just specific things when it comes down to like entertainment. And what I mean by that is when you're in a major city, really there's like restaurants and you can go to bars, and there's not really a whole lot of outdoor things to do. But our local area, there are plenty. And number 10 on the list, community growth in 2025. And let's start with Perry. So Perry is projected to increase by 10% for amenities alone here. And what those are, right, when it comes down to amenities, there's an emphasis on breweries and there's an emphasis on restaurants. So if you know anything about Perry, they have a beautiful downtown area where they're shut down a bunch of times and you can just walk downtown. There's local events, community's huge. They have an open container law, so you can like walk from, little event to event, store to store down there, and it's really cool. But they want to make it even cooler by bringing even more stuff to the local area. They're building a ton of homes that are high quality there in the local area. And they really, in my opinion, are building the next Warner Robins or the next Macon, but they're doing it right. And then lastly, Warner Robins just got a $5 million budget for infrastructure. So when it comes down to roads and bridges and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be smoother driving here in the little area. I know I appreciate that, and I bet you will as well. Well, there you have it. Those are the top 10 reasons on why people are flocking here to the Middle Georgia area. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions at all about moving here, please shoot me a text message at 478-888-7808. I would love to serve you and your family. And if you are looking to see what the home buying process looks like to move here, I have your back. Check out this one.